Delicious. All show long I've been sipping away. Well, folks, we've been talking about summertime and vacations, and perhaps this is the time of year where we wear slightly less or skimpier clothes. It's hot outside, so we start to think about our waistline. Well, we have an option tonight for the #1 meal replacement in the world. The tastiest, most delicious, mixes so easily, no chalky aftertaste. For anybody that's tried Andrew's Secure Meal Replacement, you already know it's a fan favorite. It's evolved over many years, and this month it has been a monthly special. Without further ado, Mr. Andrew Lessman is joining us, I believe, live from Aspen. Andrew, good evening. How's the weather in Aspen tonight?
It's lovely. It's a little breezy outside, but it's lovely. It's probably about 70-odd degrees or so, and just beautiful blue sky and green mountains, because they broke all the records this winter and this spring for snow and precipitation, rain. So it's just gorgeous here. This is where I go in the summer because I love to run mountain trails and mountain bike and things like that.
Well, Andrew, as you have always said, I mean, when it comes to health, wellness, and fitness, when you feel good on the inside and you look good on the outside, it's the perfect combination. And your Secure Meal Replacement is not just a meal replacement. You have invested heavily in a flavorful meal replacement, which is barely 60 calories per serving.
Well, I have always viewed our body weight, our body composition, as the single greatest threat that our health has to contend with. So when we look at body weight, we often think about it in aesthetic terms, right? What we might be wearing this summer and how we might look in a swimsuit, but it really is all about health. But as much as it's all about health, and when you look at the ingredients in a meal replacement, you think it's the nutrients, it's the quality of the protein. Yes, that's true. But what I've learned, that it's all about taste and flavor. And that's a lesson that took me about 20 years to learn. And it was the feedback from people using the product that I learned that no matter how scientifically credible and how scientifically well-designed a product is, if it doesn't taste great, it's not going to be used consistently. So we went back to the drawing board, and what we did is we just, what do they say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Indeed.
So we went out and got our favorite vanilla shakes, chocolate shakes, coffee shakes from our favorite fast food restaurants, our favorite coffee shops. And we put together a meal replacement that takes a page out of their flavor book, but then follows the nutrient requirements that science demands in order for us to achieve the weight loss we seek.
Well, Andrew, I just started to mix one up because, as we've always said, it mixes so easily. And because it is so low calorie, we can do lots of things with this, right, Andrew? Add it to yogurt, many options.
My first meal replacement was a little under 300 calories. What I learned is most people like to add things, whether healthy things like non-fat yogurt or perhaps some form of nut butter, berries, bananas, things like that. But if you start with a beverage that's almost 300 calories, it's not an effective meal replacement.
Right.
Because remember, the purpose of a meal replacement is to reduce the calories you would have consumed, right, to replace that meal with something healthy, rich in nutrition, but lower in calories, and a better caloric composition as well. So it took me, again, it took a couple of decades. My first meal replacement I made almost 40 years ago, but it took me a couple of decades. And this meal replacement, you're a little over 60 calories, depending on which flavor, which again underscores how much we invest in flavor, because each one of these meal replacements has a different caloric level. Right. Why? Because the flavor component is so substantial that it changes the calories, with coffee being the highest, followed by chocolate, followed by pina colada, followed by vanilla. But all of them between under 70 calories and in the 60-odd calories. So the lowest lowest calorie meal replacement out there, also the healthiest, also just the best flavor experience you're going to have. And the only way you'll use it consistently, I can tell you that from 40 years of experience, is if it tastes good. And that's why we corrected our errors of the past, and now we invest just as much in flavor as we do in the science.
And I can't stress that enough. For anybody who is watching tonight who has ever tried any one of the dozens and dozens and dozens of meal replacement options that are out there in the market, you might have had a drink or tried it and then really become dissatisfied with the flavor. this is something you have to try tonight. And this evening, what the good news is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 great flavors. Just to quickly take you through the options, because we're obviously at the end of the month now for our June monthly special. You can choose the Fabulous Berry, which is going to be your mixed berry. We also have the fantastic Coffee and Chocolate, which I'll read some reviews that talk about the flavor of the coffee and chocolate. Astonishing. My favorite is the Pina Colada. Words cannot express how tropical, delightful, refreshing, everything you could ever imagine Andrew has captured in his Pina Colada, and then of course a classic vanilla that you cannot go wrong from. The reason why this has been so popular this month is because the pricing is magnificent. Give it a go with 10 servings, 30, 60, or 100. Because this is so flavorful, so delicious, and because we know you want to keep doing it, and the best pricing that we have for the rest of the year, folks are choosing the 100 servings. After the end of June, it goes back to $114 and change. If you order tonight, $64.90, which saves you $50. Andrew, there's so much that could be said about this. One of the things that struck me in the nearly 3,000 reviews are the results. People are excited because it's flavorful, but they're getting the results that they desire as well.
Well, it's interesting. You read reviews where folks are, even though they might have achieved their goals, they still love using the product, right, because the product is delicious. We had completely, at the beginning of this month, sold out the Pina Colada. Yeah. So our monthly special was almost going to end for Pina Colada at the beginning of this month. But also the pricing. When you look at either the 60 serving or the 100 serving, you're talking about just a little over 60 cents a meal. Right. You can't, I mean, it's less expensive than the bottled water or the non-fat yogurt you might mix it with. Yeah. So not only have we succeeded in improving this product and its nutritional content and its flavor over the years, but today it's as affordable, not affordable as anything. I'm trying to think of other things that cost this little. A bottle of water costs more, a soft drink costs more. Practically a piece of gum could cost this much. Right. And you're getting an entire meal replacement full of rich in vitamins and minerals, better than any meal you might choose to consume. So it really is an incredible opportunity to make your days healthier while you're trying to achieve your weight management or weight loss goals.
It's something that has to be tried before you really understand how delicious it is. And Andrew, if you wouldn't mind, I'll read just a couple of the reviews while we've got a moment, because they're very compelling. Okay, let's go to this first one. This one's from Jen in Florida. Sweet Chocolate Heaven is the title. I tried the chocolate today, threw in a banana, 8 ounces of skim milk and some ice with the chocolate secure, and let it mix up in my blender. Unbelievable. Almost tastes like a Frosty. Delish is what Jen says. Wonderful, wonderful. This is one of the best products I've ever bought from Andrew. I bought the chocolate and it is absolutely delicious with milk. Tastes just like a milkshake without the calories, and it provides you with extra protein that we all need. Thank you, Andrew. That's from Sylvia in Texas. And then one last one. This one simply says, yummy. I just got this yesterday and I was surprised how good it was. I mixed chocolate with 3/4 cup of water and 1/4 cup of milk and a few ice cubes in the blender. It was delicious. This morning I had half a banana, some blueberries, strawberries, a few ice cubes, 1/4 cup of orange juice and a scoop of vanilla secure. Delicious. I'm very happy with this purchase. As Andrew mentioned, with only a couple of days remaining of our monthly special and the pricing and the price per meal replacement, as it were, this is one of your final chances to get it. And Andrew, you always look to do a special deal around this time, as we said at the start, because this is a time of the year where a lot of us are a bit more body conscious.
I had always thought that January was the time of year when people focus on weight loss and things like that. But I've learned over the years that folks really tend to focus on health as it relates perhaps to weight loss as well. But I've really found that it's more the time of year around April, May, and June when people can get outdoors, because it's like here in Colorado, where I am right now, they were snowed in for much of this winter. Right. So much of us, we find ourselves limited by what we could do in the winter. So this is the time of year that we can be more active. We could start paying attention to what we're putting in our body, and we could see the results. And ultimately, as I say to so many people, that our body composition, it's almost exclusively as a result of what we put in our mouth.
Yeah.
That it sounds that I'm making an oversimplification, and with all the education I have, all that indicates is that it's not an oversimplification, that it really is the most important factor in determining our disease risk, in determining our body weight and body composition. It's what we put in our body. It's decisions that we've made. And I designed this product based upon the feedback that I've received over 40 years and how to make a product that's going to make it easier to maintain our weight and to lose weight, to do it so it's enjoyable, but also healthy at the same time. It's not easy to accomplish, and I made mistakes along the way, and I learned thanks to everyone's feedback, but the product we have today is truly the most advanced, the most sophisticated meal replacement on the market, and the most astounding part of all, it is the most affordable. It's pennies. It's not even $1 a meal. It's a little over 60 cents a meal.
Andrew, I just opened up the lid on the coffee one. I feel like I'm in some fabulous coffee shop on the continent somewhere. The smell is just, the aroma is wonderful.
Well, these are real flavors, and that's, I think we all forget what real flavors, and you open the coffee, I have to warn you, you don't want to have it now because it contains real coffee. There's real caffeine in it. The only time I'll do the coffee meal replacement is in the morning.
Yes.
Because we haven't been able to find, we're so committed to flavor that I haven't been able to find a decaf coffee that delivered the same flavor. So our coffee does unfortunately contain a little bit of caffeine, about the caffeine equivalent of a weak cup of coffee, but it does contain caffeine.
If you are unable to decide at this moment which flavor to go for, look guys, if you just want to go for vanilla, you won't go wrong. If I could perhaps push you slightly to try the pina colada, I think you will thank us for it. As Andrew mentioned, it was a flavor that was basically sold out towards the beginning of the month. Andrew was able to replenish some quantity. Andrew, that pina colada is, I mean, I've tried all the flavors. I keep going back to that one. It's amazing to me.
No, it truly is. It's like a margarita and a meal replacement. It's like a holiday vacation. That's what the other day, that's what Colleen was saying. And it truly is. Even our vanilla, our chocolate, uses 5 different chocolate flavors to achieve that sort of balanced, rich chocolate without bitterness. And every one of them, if you were blindfolded, even if you don't have a good sense of smell, if you were blindfolded, if you opened them up, and even if your nose was 2 feet away from the jar, you would be able to say absolutely vanilla, absolutely chocolate, absolutely coffee, without a doubt. And when you get them home, if that doesn't occur, send it back. But you'll be astounded. And for me, I love to talk about the flavor because we always did the science right since day one. But it was me reading a lot of very critical reviews that Andrew needs to pay attention to how good his product tastes and not just how good his product is, because it isn't good, really good, unless it tastes good, because this isn't swallowing a capsule that has no taste. This is something that better tastes good or it's not very good at all. So we learned, we changed, and this is the result.
Well, we can go through the list. World's most nutritious, world's most delicious, mixes so easily, lowest calorie, barely over 60 calories. I mean, it's all the things you've ever wanted. You have never tried a meal replacement like it. Okay, one last time, real fast, folks, as they're moving us along. The pricing is about to go up. The pricing is about to go up because it's the end of the month in just about 48 hours from now. 10, 30, 60, or 100 servings. Astonishingly, the price on the 100 servings is barely $65. I mean, it's absolutely a huge opportunity.
Adam, just to interrupt, sorry.
Yes.
But other than our today's special, which is always in January, this is the best pricing of the year on this product, our monthly special that we chose to do this month. This is our best pricing of the year, other than the today's special, which is just a little bit more affordable than today.
And as we walk over to our next monthly special, our summer special, just a reminder, these are free shipping as well. Well, Andrew, I have to tell you, I have now taken it on a road test to